Welcome to the Dark Archives. Tonight, we delve into the lineage of the unquiet dead, tracing the origins of an entity whose very name evokes a chilling, rhythmic thud, the Jiangshi. Hailing from ancient China, this isn't merely a monster from folklore. It's a cultural artifact, a living, or rather, unliving, history lesson. My fascination with tracing these supernatural bloodlines often unearths unexpected connections. And with the Jiangshi, it's the surprising link between a practical, albeit eerie, historical practice and a profound supernatural terror. The Jiangshi, literally stiff corpse, finds its ancient foundations deeply rooted in Chinese Taoist beliefs and the profound cultural importance of proper burial. Imagine a time when deceased laborers, far from home, needed to be returned to their ancestral lands for proper interment. This led to the practice of corpse driving in regions like Western Hunan, where Taoist priests would transport bodies, often tied to bamboo rods, making them appear to hop from a distance. This practical human endeavor became a potent seed for the legend. But the Jiangshi is more than just a misinterpretation. Its essence is tied to the delicate balance of the soul, the intelligent Hun soul and the unintelligent Po soul. When the Hun departs but the Po remains, trapped in a stiffened body, often due to improper death or burial, a Jiangshi is born. They are creatures of pure instinct, driven by a primal need to absorb the vital life force, the qi, from the living. This deep philosophical underpinning, this ancestral wisdom about the soul and its proper journey, is what truly shaped the Jiangshi's initial understanding. Now, while the Jiangshi is distinctly Chinese, the fear of the unquiet dead, the revenant, is a universal human anxiety. As we trace its conceptual migration, we find fascinating parallels across cultures. Consider the Norse Draugr, for instance. Like the Jiangshi, they are reanimated corpses, guardians of their burial mounds, possessing immense strength. But their manifestations diverge significantly. Draugr can change size, control weather, spread disease, and are often bloated and foul-smelling, walking rather than hopping. Then, there are the older European revenants, the predecessors to the romanticized vampires we know today. These were also often bloated, ruddy-faced corpses, driven by a malevolent desire to harm the living, sometimes draining blood or vital essence, but again, not hopping. What remains consistent across these diverse entities is the core fear: a reanimated corpse, stiff and unnatural in its movement, with malevolent intent, rising from an improper death and active only under the cloak of night. My analysis suggests that while the specific cultural lenses dictate the appearance and particular methods of attack or sustenance, the underlying human dread of the dead not staying dead, of the natural order being disrupted, remains remarkably universal. The Jiangshi's historical transformation is particularly captivating, especially in its journey from ancient folklore to modern pop culture icon. For centuries, it was a creature of rural dread, a cautionary tale reinforcing proper funerary rites. But then came a significant shift, largely driven by the burgeoning Hong Kong horror comedy cinema of the 1980s. Films like the Mr. Vampire series cemented the Jiangshi's iconic look. The Qing Dynasty official attire, the yellow talisman on the forehead, and the distinctive hopping movement. This wasn't necessarily a direct representation of ancient folklore, but a brilliant reinterpretation, blending traditional elements with comedic timing and cinematic flair. The Qing Dynasty robes, for example, might have been chosen for their visual impact, or perhaps even subtly reflected lingering anti-Manchu sentiments from that era. These films also introduced new concepts, like Jiangshi poison, where a bite could transform a victim, a trope more akin to Western zombies. This marked a profound evolution, transforming the Jiangshi from a localized, folkloric explanation for misfortune into a widely recognized, often amusing, but still terrifying monster. It's a powerful demonstration of how media can redefine and perpetuate ancient fears, adapting them for a new generation while maintaining that core supernatural essence. In its contemporary evolution, the Jiangshi continues to thrive, reflecting modern fears and technological anxieties. While verifiable sightings remain elusive, its image is ubiquitous. You'll find Jiangshi in video games. From the fighting prowess of Shenko in Darkstalkers to the adorable yet deadly Chiki in Genshin Impact, they appear in anime, inspire Halloween costumes globally, and their lore is extensively discussed across social media. The Jiangshi poison concept, in particular, taps into our modern anxieties about contagion and the loss of self. The stiff, hopping figure in ancient robes, now often placed in neon-lit urban settings, creates a striking juxtaposition, a collision of the ancient and the modern. I predict its future evolution will likely continue this trend, perhaps adapting to new forms of energy absorption or even virtual manifestations, but always maintaining that uncanny valley effect, that inherent discomfort from something human-like, yet utterly unnatural. The ancient wisdom, however, still subtly informs these modern portrayals. The idea of a talisman, a specific weakness, or a specific ritual, even if fictionalized, resonates with our need for order and protection against the unknown. The Jiangshi's enduring significance across human cultures, particularly within its Chinese origins, is a testament to the power of these stories. It's a symbol of the unquiet dead, the consequences of disrespecting tradition, and the disruption of natural order. Its evolution teaches us that while the specific manifestations of our fears may change with time and technology, the core anxieties about death, the unknown, and the sanctity of life and body remain constant. Understanding these entities, tracing their lineage through time, is not just about cataloging monsters. It's about appreciating the rich tapestry of human belief, the diversity of our cultural responses to the inexplicable, and what these enduring legends tell us about ourselves. That's all for today's investigation into the shadows. If you want to dive deeper into the dark archives, make sure to subscribe to the HistoT YouTube channel. Remember, knowledge is our best defense against the darkness, and I'll see you in the next archive. Stay vigilant.